Second hole, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Garforth and Mid Handicap Dave. We're on the second hole here today, par 5. We've just been talking our strategy. So we're playing the yellows. I know I said the whites last week, but I didn't mean the yellows. So 481 yards, stroke index 6. There is a ditch on this hole up there in the distance. But the main things we were trying to avoid from here is the bunker here on the left, on the right even. The second one on the right, because that is where Dave can reach from these tees. So even into the breeze, he can reach there. So Dave, we're going to line up on the right hand side of the tee box, and we're going to favour aiming down the left side of the fairways. Dave said he can't reach the bunker over there on the left, so Dave's going to go for his normal routine. We're going to hit to there because we're going to try and avoid the bunker. The bunker's going to be the one that's going to potentially cost us a shot on here. So good alignment, Dave, that's better than last week. And the reason why, it's gone straight down the middle. So, good alignment there. One thing we saw Dave last week, I will put that shot on screen now. Dave did hit one to the left. His alignment was a little bit closed, as you can see. On this week's today, aimed down the middle, and the ball magically has gone down the middle.
I think that's because I didn't take any notice of what you said and I didn't warm up.
That is true. Dave did his normal warm up, which was a coffee. No Mars bar today though. So as we walk up now, we can see that Dave was exactly right. His ball's in line with this one on the right, so that's the one he could have reached. So just aiming, going on the right hand side of the tee box, aiming down the left as such. It faded back probably 2 or 3 yards, and we're now in position A. So there isn't a ditch, as I believe there is. There is a ditch. There is also a hedgerow straight across. So we've got to think about that now. We're going to get Dave to Bushnell how far that is and what we need to carry it. So Dave's got his Miller C or Mile C rangefinder, which he has had longer than me. So Dave, let's Bushnell it up or rangefinder it up. How far have we got to carry?
We're not going to be able to because it's 176 to the ditch.
176 to the ditch, so straight away there Dave, he knows he can't get over, so we've got to look at there what is a layup to there. We want to be playing around about 150 yards, yeah. So into the breeze we're looking at a 7-iron?
Yeah, 7, 6 iron, something like that. We'll take a 7. There's a dip in front of the ditch, so you don't really want a downhill shot for your third, really.
No, perfect. So Dave's thinking there's a little bit of a downhill slope just closer to the ditch, so he doesn't want to be off that because it's going to launch it too low. So Dave's going to play a 7-iron to leave him a little bit longer in, but we still should be well under 150. If Dave hits it right, the confidence is high. Right, let's get that alignment good. So we're aiming up the left hand side again to open up that flag. So we're probably going.
There's a little bush there that I've got.
There's a brown patch, yeah. So we're going to go straight at that because we'll open us up to the flag. So favouring the left hand side, set the club, build the stance. Good. So, a little bit heavy. Yeah, it was. But it's done. So his sternum slightly behind that. But again, not too bad. So they've caught a little bit before, but it's run down there, so we should be looking around about 130, 140 yards. So looking back there, one thing Dave might do in the summer is obviously hit 3-wood off that tee. Even if he's gone back to the whites, his driver might run into the 2 further bunkers. So got to think different conditions, different time of the year is going to dictate what club Dave uses. In the summer, maybe a 3-wood. Today was a very good drive.
To the pin we've got 141.
So 141 to the pin. It looks like it's just over a ridge, is that right, Dave?
Mackenzie Green.
So Mackenzie Green, so a couple of tiers on there. So we need to be flying it all that way, and we're better on that tier than below the tier. So 141 yards carry, Dave, what club would that be? Into the breeze, it's probably playing 145?
I'm going to take the 7 again, Chris.
So he's going to take the 7.
There's a slope at the back of the green, so if you whirl on, it's not going to really do that much damage. But if you're at the front, then you've got that Mackenzie to go up, which brings 3-putt into play anyway.
Okay, so Long is better than short here for Dave, so he knows that he's not going to go all the way up that Mackenzie style green if he gets this struck well. So Dave, here, make sure that we're not behind the ball, we're not going to catch it a little bit heavy. So sternum slightly ahead of the ball, good alignment, much better. So that's a great strike. Might not be enough. No, a little bit short, so let's have a look. Can we zoom in there? A little bit short right between the green and the bunker there, so Dave's going to have to do an up and down. So wind picked up a little bit there. That might be one of those times where you're over the shot and you might want to step out and think, well, one more club and swing it a little bit easier. Right, Pro V1. So the first thing we want to do is assess the lie. So when we're out here, guys, assess your lie first before you instantly pick out the lob wedge. But Dave has just informed me he has not brought the lob wedge.
Don't bring it, Chris, don't bring it.
Don't bring his lob wedge. So we're going to go 56 here because we need a little bit of loft to get out of that rough. So we need something to get that up and over the mound and onto the green. So there's two ridges on the green, so landing angle. We want to be thinking the first flat bit where we can get control. So where does you see that, Dave?
Well, there's a flat bit there. If I land a 56 there, that's not going to get anywhere near the ball.
No.
It's kind of 2/3 flight and then the third run, so you've got a bit of a ridge there. It's flat again there, which is probably 2/3. So
yeah, so there's a ridge there that comes up and then it flattens out. Again, we're on winter greens now, so it is a little bit softer, so we want to be more positive. That's why I've said the 56 for Dave. I see a lot of people go 52, land it on the first area, and it never gets there. So 56.
exactly what I was going to do.
Exactly. So Dave was going to do exactly that. So 56, Dave. Nice and positive. Just like that. Nice and positive. We've got an outside chance at a par, but it's a chance as par as it is. Dave would get a shot on here, but I want to keep Dave nice and positive going into the winter and not turning negative, trying to play bump and runs, trying to get it to land short here, maybe run over that mound and still not get there. So good strike from Dave, a little bit right, but let's see the putt. Right, so we've got a right to lefter here. Dave has lined this up, plenty of break on this. Oof, pacey and a lot of swing on that putt. A very tricky putt Dave left himself there, but we'll take our time on this one. Again, another bogey there, but Dave is expected a 5 on this hole at Garforth Golf Club. Next we have got a par 4, but a very short par 4. So Dave's done exactly what he's expected to do with his handicap on those two, but how many times do you do that and then start to worry that you've lost too many shots? You start to push on a hole just like this. 264 yards from the yellow, stroke index 18, but we still manage to mess it up. Guys, watch out for next week where we'll be playing this hole, which we're going to play right now.